Hi there and welcome. I'm Libby Templeton with Faithful Hands Creations. Happy Advent, and here we are continuing on our little journey of making collage Jessie tree ornaments, and we are up to day 15 and are going to be focusing on Esther and courage in the time of crisis. So before we start working on this ornament, let's, as always, go take a look at the tree, getting so filled up now, and then we'll move down to my desk and start working on the ornament. I'm glad you're here. As we focus on Esther today, day 15 in our Advent journey, the theme is courage in times of crisis. The scripture is from Esther chapter 4, verse 14. For if you keep silence at such a time as this, relief and deliverance will rise from the Jews from another quarter, but you and your father's family will perish. Who knows? Perhaps you have come to royal dignity for just such a time as this. And the meditation I have for you is to step into Esther's courage and willingness to act for her people. And then consider how God calls you to be courageous in the face of challenges. Okay, let's start working on our ornament for Esther and the courage in times of crisis theme. And I don't know, as I consider, I'm trying to think of what on earth can I collage about that can be representative of this. I just sort of feel like I'm gonna go all the way around the edge with some linking just bits of the paper to show the connection of everything, not in any particular order, but just connecting, thinking back that we are all together and we're all joined and all the parts matter. And then I saw this little green piece of paper, and I don't know, the more I look at it, I sometimes don't see it, but for some reason that little swirly looked like a bit of a heart, and there's some other things in there too as well that I see. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that in the middle. But anyway, so let me start. This gold piece I'm going to put in the middle. And I don't have my hole punch with me, and I didn't draw a line. So, whatever. We've got a wonky circle that we're going to have in the middle there. Because I'm going to put this. I love hearts. I love to find them wherever I go. Leaves when I'm hiking. Yesterday in my backyard while I was out walking the dog, I saw a cut off of a branch that looked like a heart. I'll have to find a picture of that and share it with you. It was kind of cool. I just see them everywhere. But anyway, so let me just start cutting some things up, and we'll just probably fast forward through a lot of this. Okay. Okay, so I have this great little pick-me-up tool that's from card making days and so forth, and so that's makes life a lot easier. And to make this go a little bit faster instead of gluing each one of those pieces, since I know I'm going to go all the way around this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put glue all around the outside edge. And then let's just start picking up, putting down. Okay, let's see. I think that's fine. And now let's just do this. Whoopsie. Gold piece in the middle. Okay. And now I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut out the heart that I see there. And I'm going to be careful because the other thing that I see in here is all those swirls. And all of those swirls make me think about God's love and how it's ever expanding, and it's limitless, it's unlimited, it's limitless. And I think that, so to me, let's move these all. Might bring them in on another one later. To me, it just kind of shows the expansion and going out into all of these colors as we continue to go around, and all the colors are now all joined and going in motion and so forth. So I'm gonna cut the back of this off. And you know, the whole story with Esther, it's just really kind of amazing. And you know, it showed God's dislike of prejudice of any kind, and how he does have the power to give help for us, and that he'll raise up the right people. You know, he raised up Esther just like Moses and Joshua and Joseph and so many more, and he has a way to deliver us from destruction, as he clearly did back then. So it's full of hope. So something that I wanted to share with you is that I'm really excited and thankful for all of the comments that you're sharing with me. And someone suggested that I could actually incorporate these lovely images that I had been using on the back. And so instead of, or maybe I can write it and then it'll be kind of covered up, but it'll still be back there. We're going to write on here, day 15. Make sure I get it right side up. Esther. How am I called to be courageous? And let me see if I can get this off of here. Okay, so let me get a little bit of that matte medium down. I like that pen because it is a pigment ink, and generally it won't smear. Sometimes it might if I don't let it dry for an instant, but it looks like it did pretty good today. Did pretty well. And I have a tear there in the tissue. Okay. So I do like the idea of putting this on the back. I'm not super thrilled with the fact that now I can't really see it so much because I wrote behind it. I like how the tissue sees through so I can still get that message. And I do want the image, but maybe tomorrow when we move on to day 16, I will just try it without. Just put the day, and maybe I could find a way to write something around the outside edge. Maybe that'll be the way to go. So anyway, thank you again for joining me through this day 15, and may you continue to have a very blessed Advent. I'll see you tomorrow.